Just 13 stops on the red line separate them, but what we saw from PCA was absolute history, and I think it completely changed the odds of the MVP race in the NL. First pitch of the game, home run. Last pitch of the game, home run. Oh, and he went 4 for 5. It's been a heck of a season since the last time they faced the White Sox. Let's just take a look at some of the things he did. Officially went 30-30, first to ever do it as a Cub in back-to-back seasons. Sammy did it, but not back-to-back. Again, I mentioned home run on the first and last pitch. We haven't seen that since 1957. Vic Power was the man that got it done. And some of those numbers leading MLB. And as I mentioned, now tied with Shohei Ohtani in the MVP race. Curtis, I'm going to stay with you. What a performance from PCA, and this is what he's been doing all year long.
I mean, this is what you're supposed to do as the leadoff guy, the person who was an all-star last year, who's stepping into the role, who's leading this team to it. Everyone's talking about the MVP race is going to be a shoo-in for Ohtani. I look at it and go, again, it's still called MVP, most valuable player. If he leads this team to a division title and gets their team to the postseason, he has been the most valuable player in the league, and he's going to make a great case for it. He does it defensively. He steals bases. He hits you out of the ballpark. He starts the game like you talked about, and then he can beat you at the end of it. And his veteran presence and maturity is off the charts right now. It's been amazing to see.
Jimmy Council said this might have been the best game of his big league career last night.
I'd have to agree. And one thing I'm impressed with, and I think we're all up here impressed with, is his maturity. From last year to this year, from the first half of last year to a full season this year. The second half of last year, he fell off. I think he started, pressing, feeling like he had to be Superman every day. He realizes now you can't be Superman every day, but you can go out there and put your best foot forward. Making out your first at-bat doesn't determine the rest of the game. You might get one at-bat, one at-pitch, and it changes everything. But last night, what we saw, a leadoff home run, a walk-off home run, he's been doing this all year long. You're talking about the chances of MVP. The more he does this, the higher chances go. The only thing that sets him back is if Shohei comes back and he pitches and just shuts it down. Then you're talking about value. How do you quantify a guy that does it on both sides? But day in and day out, he's putting up numbers. He has to post. And you look at WAR. It's crazy. 8.2 F WAR versus Shohei. Shohei comes back and pitches. That changes things. But if I'm making a vote, as Curtis said, value to a team, to this league, without PCA, the Cubs are not where they are. Without Shohei, the Dodgers will still be in first place.
And Jimmy, let me add something to that too. And I'm sorry I'm taking into your conversation.
Oh, no, you're good.
But you also have to take away from Shohei the time that PCA is making the difference. The times that PCA is making his team better by playing defense, not allowing the runs to score, chasing baseballs on the outfield. His presence in the lineup and in the field is bigger than we probably know, especially for the Cubs. Only the manager and the players that are there with him can really tell you how much they appreciate the fact that any ball hitting the gap, any ball that's anywhere that could be caught, PCA is going to be there. And Shohei is not doing that for the team. Not taking anything away from Shohei, because what Shohei does, I did for a long time, which is pitch and also hit like he does. I wish I could have the abilities that Shohei has, and I probably have a couple of MVPs in my house. But
what's the number of us that want to be Shohei?
But you know what? At the end of the day, you have to put 1 and 2 together. The time that Shohei spends pitching, PCA is compensating by playing defense for the team.
What we thought about the Cubs, they lose Kyle Tucker. What's going to happen? PCA is the man.